everyone, Melanie from jarosthreads.com, and I'm back with another 12 by 12 scrapbook layout. And right now I'm showing you my pictures and the papers and embellishments I've selected. I'm not going to use all of it, especially one bit that I really wanted to use and I didn't in the end because it wasn't working. So here I'm showing you the papers. There, most of them are from Create Paper Wonder Collection, and there's a few extra like the floral you just saw, and this polka dots, and this bundle of joy bunting paper. And I've also have some of the 6x6 cutter parts because I'm going to use that as my main embellishments. And I was going to use a chipboard piece that's at the bottom of the 12 by 12 chipboard. There was one that said Wild Spirit, but I didn't get to use it. Anyway, those pictures are pictures of my son, and we were on the beach, and you'll have to wait and see what the story is about. For my background, I'm using a 12 by 12 piece of American craft cardstock, textured cardstock. Yeah, I really wanted to use this white background, and I wanted to use all those pictures of my son. It's two 4x6, but on one of the 4x6s I arranged my pictures so that they're 2x3. And here you can see me cutting some strips of paper because I want to put some strips of paper at the top and bottom. It's a fairly simple layout, and I'm sure plenty of people do very similar things. There's nothing groundbreaking, or there's nothing earth-shattering on this layout, but I really like how it turned out. And I'm sorry for my hair here, it's very unappealing. I'm trying to have my camera set up so that you can see the whole layout and not just some of the layout, so sometimes I have to go under the camera and you can see the top of my head. So I'm just cutting strips. And the reason I wanted to use strips on this layout is because I used this piece of cardstock to test my Copic markers to see how they would work for a previous layout. And so that was at the bottom corner of this 12 by 12, and I could have cut it down and mount it on or mat it on another piece of cardstock, but I didn't. And here I really debated because I really wanted to use the adventure, and I really debated if I wanted to cut down those those cutter parts, and I did in the end. And I really had to talk myself to do it because I don't like cutting things like that. Why did they have to put such a great pattern on the back of the cutter part? Why? So my idea is to put the colored papers at the bottom, and then move towards neutral, more black on cream or gray on cream background. The reason is the pictures are have been taken on the beach, so you've got a lot of sand, which is fairly neutral color. And here you can see me put some marks, and it's very faint, and you can see my head. And in the end, yeah, sorry about my head. So I'm lining up my pieces of paper. I've lost my train of thought here, I'm sorry. And I'm going to fuss with it because the whole point, you can see the blue scribble on the bottom left corner here. The whole point of this layout is to hide that, but at the same time I want it to look nice, not just hide things. So it's going to take me a couple of tries to get my strips to line up properly. And I'm going to do the other one off camera because it's taken me forever to do just this side, and you just saw what it looked like. And now I'm going to trim the excess because there was a little bit of excess with my head still in the way. Sorry. I'm going to stop saying sorry now for that. And I really like how it looks. I chose to go with dark colors as well. You can see there's the gray pattern paper at the top and bottom, and now I'm using black because there's a lot of shadows going on, and my son is very underexposed as well, or overexposed, I don't know the technical terms. And here I was hoping I had two pieces of this black pattern paper, but I only had one. Then I remembered I used it on the layout where I put pictures of all of us, and I'm going to try and match the pattern. And here I think I've matched it pretty well, and then that's not gonna work. So I'm going to fuss with it. Yeah, I do a lot of fussing on this layout. It was a fairly straightforward one. It only took, I've got 45 minutes of footage, but that's but it probably took an hour. And here that's when I'm gonna realize it's not gonna work. Because as you can see on the left side, the pluses are very close together. And the one under the pictures, but not on the right side. And here I've gone off camera and sorted my things out. And I'm using washi tape to hold those pieces together. So I'm fussing and fussing and fussing. Here I'm just going to trim this excess because I kind of need it. And I'm going to put my pictures down. And I'm using washi again. It's a washi tape I don't particularly like, just so that I can line up all my pluses. I know, I mean, it's the kind of stuff I obsess over. Seriously, don't. I mean, first use a 12 by 12 piece of paper if you want to do this kind of stuff, if you've got one that you like. And yeah, I'm the only one fussing over that, and someone with a little bit less insane than me would probably work it a bit better. See, fussing, a lot of fussing. It looks very lovely in the end. I'm really pleased I did fuss over it, but it was not necessary. It was because I'm crazy, basically. And now I'm trimming the excess. I'm going to trim on the right side as well because I don't like that it's not quite balanced. And here I'm still playing with putting it on aligned with the right side of my background, but I'm going to move it to the center. I like that much better. And I'm just going to cut my cutter parts apart. How funny I am. Yeah, I've gone off camera for that because it's taken me forever. And the adventure you can see on the bottom left corner was from the big cutter part, and I think I removed it was a speech bubble, and I think I removed the bubble, the bottom of the bubble, and just made it into a rounded corner rectangle. Off camera I went and pierced some holes into these tags, and I'm just putting some embroidery threads through them. So I did try off camera to see how I wanted my embellishments to work, but I'm still going to play around with them. I'm going to move a few things around, and yeah. So this arrow, the black arrow, was from the cut apart, but the background arrow bonus thing was actually a scrap from the cut apart, the big cut apart sheet. And I'm using my Xyron sticker maker, and I really should use this thing more often because it's amazing for this kind of small pieces. It's really great. I should definitely use it more often. So here you can see me arrange those embellishments, and I'm going to use quite a few embellishments. If you've been watching my videos, you know I'm not a big embellisher, but here I'm going to have 3 clusters of embellishments, and I quite like how it looks. It's working fine on this one because I didn't do any journaling or anything, so you know the embellishments tells a story more or less. The story is also going to be in the title that you're going to see in a minute. So this F by cutter pass, sorry, it was F is for fun, and I changed it to F is for 5 because there was also a cutter part bit with this 5 at the end, and this picture was taken when I guess was 5. I can't remember exactly when I took this picture, but yeah, I'm pretty sure it was sometime at the beginning of the year, maybe. I don't know. It's not that long ago because he's still wearing this jersey and these jeans, so can't have been that much younger and shorter. So here is my title coming. I'm going to fuss with it as well. I'm using those foam stickers, and they're the one from the Craft Market collection. I'm pretty sure. I can't remember the name right now. And I'm going to write look footprints, because that's what my son likes to do. He still likes to do that, not so much now, but at the time he really loved to make footprints on the beach. There's not that many people using the beach here, which is weird, but so you can make footprints and look at your footprints, really, that's the story. So yeah, I'm fussing with my stickers and moving them so that it works with all the element I want to use. The last element I wanted to use was another exclamation point, because I'm never going to use this exclamation point, so I might as well do it then and there when it works. And finally, my last bit of embellishing are going to be those puffy stickers from Seven Paper that I bought from Studio Calico a few months back, and they've got some black ones, black and white ones that work very well. I'm really happy with how this layout turned out. It's quite busy. It's busier than my usual style, but at the same time there's plenty of white space, or there's enough white space to not make me feel too crowded and too overwhelmed. There's no room for journaling, which doesn't bother me. I'm not a big journaler on my layout. So sorry about the weird shaking here. I must have moved the camera before clicking end. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Here's a closer look at my layout. Please like it if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe if it's your first time on my channel and you would like to see more videos from me. I will be back tomorrow with another video. I've got plenty of videos for you guys. So have a nice week, everyone, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye bye.